All right, yours truly bringing you a message. Goals. Goals, let's talk about them, okay? Let's talk about goals. And the reason that I want to bring this message, I want to talk about goals, are because I cannot tell you how many times, as a fitness coach, a health coach, an overall health enthusiast, and an entrepreneur, and a professional athlete, I have conversations with people all the time about goals. The reason I talk about goals is because I'm inspired. I feel like it's a high virtue, high level, and deep, intimate thing about a person. It has the opportunity to really give you introspection to what people care about, and ultimately it lets you know where the driving forces in people and what's the direction. You know what I mean? How can you be a contributor? How can you possibly get inspired for your own goals and your own hustle? And over time, people will constantly talk about all these things that they're going to do. And they're the words, right? Like, oh, I want to go here, I want to do this, or, I want to get away from this, or I want to lose this weight, or whatever it might be. And so those are all good things, but they never write them down, right? They never go through the actual process. I'm going to move my journal of writing down goals or documenting their days and their feelings and things like that. And so as a result of that, these just become these things that they would like to do, and they may or may not have some kind of a hierarchy and order of operations and how they move about getting those goals, but they don't actually do it. So this is brought to you by the one and only Tommy Oliver, White Ranger himself. So what do I recommend? Well, Tommy and I think that the importance behind a goal starts really with not just the goal itself, knowing what goal you want and why. Now, I start there because, we could say anything. We want more money. We want to have more energy. We want to lose weight. We want to be in better health. We want to find a spouse. We want to be more attractive. We want to accomplish something that we've said that we want to do and we never have. We want to be able to travel. We want to be strong enough to compete in this competition, or we want to be in a position where we show up more for the people we care about. These are all worthy goals. They're all great goals, whatever goals you may have that I did not talk about, okay? If it's important to you, then there's utility behind it. So let's go a little bit further and let's talk a little bit about what people do. They usually stop there and they say, these are the things that I want, and I'm going to try to work diligently at making more of these things happen. What they never do is they never get very specific. They never take the time to think, okay, if I'm going to work in particular on a very definitive goal, what is that goal exactly? And I'll give you a difference. I could say something along the lines like, hey, I want to lose more weight. That's great. Now, if we, drink a little bit of apple cider vinegar and water, it works well, detoxes the body. Likely you're going to lose a little bit of water, probably some inflammation. You wake up the next day and you will actually be lighter than you were going to sleep. But that is not the idea that most people have in their head when they say, I want to lose more weight. That is what they said, and they did lose more weight, but overall that's not what they're thinking in their head. And so to decipher exactly what context you mean for the goal that you're trying to achieve is essential. So thinking about this in another way and saying, okay, I want to lose more weight. Okay, Nick, that's great, but what is it? Well, if I take off my shirt, I don't have confidence. And so having, a flatter stomach, or being able to see myself in the mirror the way that I actually see myself or would like to see myself is going to be important. Okay, that's a great feeling, Nick. You're onto something. Push that a little bit further. Well, if I say, okay, that's a great thing, what could I possibly do to get into a much, much better position? And how can I possibly make this happen? Okay, you might need to lose 15 pounds. Then I have something. If I say, okay, I don't like taking off my shirt, and I know that I would like to feel better, I'd like to have more energy, but being able to do that and focusing on this is going to require me to lose 15 pounds. Great. By when? Well, it's spring, and so maybe by early summer. You can see how I went through this tracking system and how I was able to decipher exactly what goal, the reason behind it, and why it's there, in addition to how it's going to have value for me and when I'm going to be able to start and how. Having that set up and being able to document that will help you on a number of different ways, whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, or being able to harness energy. It's going to give you clarity, and that clarity is going to allow you to keep things from the back of your mind and bring them to the forefront of your mind. That's going to allow you to excel. I'm all about it. And I promise you it'll work. It's been able how I've been able to accomplish just about every major significant goal, whether it's been in my personal life, whether it's been something of my own personal volition, like going in travel, my athletic career, in bodybuilding, or even as an entrepreneur. So I asked 3 things, you guys. Definitely share this with somebody who you know this can have value with. In addition to that, subscribe to my other media, give a comment below so that way I always know the kind of message that's going to be empowering and things that you guys are going to want to hear. And lastly, don't forget about your source of inspiration. Take and apply the goal and this message. Apply it, see if it's something that could definitely be of utility, like I know it will. And I will look forward to hearing with you guys and interacting with you on my media. Till next time.